This is a quick demo in order to demonstrate the upgraded email capability that we have recently installed to all of our job boards, including physicianjobboard.com, locumtenens.org, nursecareerboard.com, and therapistjobboard.com. Okay, for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and pretend that we are trying to fill a position in Oklahoma that calls for a family practice doctor. I'm going to go ahead and go to the database by searching CVs. I'm going to now identify what candidates I would like to populate. So I check the MD/DO. I'm going to go to specialty and select my family practice. And I'm going to start by doing a search that identifies if the provider has a license already existing in Oklahoma. And once I go ahead and get this population of candidate potentials, by scrolling down and hitting search, you'll see now that we have identified the 40 licensed in Oklahoma family practice physicians. So it's pertinent as a recruiting company that you have a few important variables besides human personnel. Once you begin your business, you need quality data, meaning, active providers, good emails, and then you need good deliverability. And this is where we believe we have helped your recruiting efforts by improving the ability for you now to not only be able to email the provider from your company email, but you can also now use your account on Physician Job Board, and I'm going to identify why this might be even a better potential for you. So assuming that we have this open need, and I want to now communicate with all 40 of these folks, because if they're in this database, that means that they still are controlling the visibility of their profile. So I'm sure that we've had many more than 40 over the 8 years, but these are the 40 people that still want to receive solicitation. Otherwise, they would remove themselves. I want to do this quick and very efficiently. Most importantly, I want to get into their inbox, and that's where we come in. So I'm going to go ahead and select on the first person, the registered private. And when I go ahead and do that now, I'm going to identify there's an email candidate function right here in the middle, and I'll highlight it for us. And what that does now is allows me to go ahead and populate a email form by clicking on it. I am in my account, and I've used this email address, but if you're in your recruiter account, it will obviously populate your recruiter email. If you want to change it, you can. I'm going to put in a subject line, something that is attractive, like best opportunities, forgive my spelling, opportunities in Oklahoma. I'm also now going to be able to copy and paste any information I want to about this job opening potential. And I would keep it simple. What we recommend is that when you're presenting a job to the providers, to not use big long paragraphs, to not use all kinds of extras. When you first make contact with them, we believe it's best to give them a very straightforward, bulleted message that includes things like what they're going to be paid. It's just something that we've seen over time that is very effective. So with that being said, we will go ahead and put in a made-up job description here. And I'm going to copy and paste so you can see. I'm going to hit OK, and now that information, and this is what the email is going to look like. Of course, you can customize this however you wish. And I'm going to hit send. And when I hit send, we know that that email is going to make it to the recipient's inbox. It's going to have our name. So physicianjobboard.com in this case is going to be the from, and we do that strategically to leverage our brand's familiarity because this provider obviously had to find us and registered our site. And when that provider is interested in learning more or submitting their resume, when they click reply, it's going to go back to, once again, whose ever email address is attached to the account that I'm sending it from. So speed was a problem previously, and we've accelerated this by making the email candidate tool right here. So scrolling down, I now simply click Next CV on the right-hand side. And when I do, it takes me to number 2 of the 40 potential candidates. I then go ahead and hit Email Candidate. And notice now it autofills your subject line and your message. So you simply click Send Email again. It'll close the window. You hit Next, Email Candidate, Send. So it should take about 1.5 seconds per email. So for you to be able to email all 40 of these providers, get to their inbox, use our brand to help leverage them opening it because of the familiarity, and to be able to do that in about 60 seconds or so, it's very well worth it. When you go back to your database, all of those folks that you have emailed will have an E, so that way you know you've already emailed the provider. And we will very soon be adding a function for you to be able to populate all of the emails that you have done and have all of those providers that you have emailed in a folder. So stay tuned for the follow-up video. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys use this function stealthily, because communication, I think, is the second most important variable when it comes to filling the job. Thank you.